All right, man, we back. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Mercy Sports Talk. And let's talk about Justin Fields. And obviously, we'll talk more about Justin Fields. And then one of the mock drafts, I don't know if it was CBS, ESPN, way too early mock drafts, saying that the Lions will take Justin Fields. You got a lot of people saying, hell no, Ohio State ain't had a great quarterback since. But then again, one of the last great UFC quarterback. He didn't stop them white people from saying Sam Darnold wasn't going to be great. UFC last great quarterback was Carson Palmer, and he ain't even going to go into the Hall of Fame. All right, now before he broke his leg, he probably would have went to the Super Bowl and probably won that thing, but guess what? The Bengals had to put in John Kitna. They blew like a 20-point lead, and guess who went to go sign John Kitna the very next season? You'll be right, the Detroit Lions. But let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Check out the Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. And it's Crybaby here with us today, so you can sit down. So yeah, I like the prospect of drafting Justin Fields. I looked a little bit at Zach Wilson. I like Zach Wilson as well. I gotta look at the coach's film or the scout film, whatever they call it, and they actually give you all the good and bad plays, not just the highlights. But I don't have nothing against Justin Fields. From people that didn't know, him and Trevor Lawrence been going neck and neck at it for years together. A lot of people don't know that they've been going at it neck and neck for years at each other. So, obviously Georgia made a mistake keeping Jake Fromm instead of Justin Fields. And, what you don't like about him, I understand people said he had a bad game versus Northwestern. I ain't going to take my time to watch the Northwestern film, the game. But I think he a solid quarterback. He got good legs, a good arm. And you can't put the shortcomings of all the Ohio State quarterbacks in the past, Troy Smith, J.T. Barrett, Braxton Miller. Yeah, they have some shitty-ass. I don't even know one great quarterback from Ohio State. But then again, you got to remember, Justin Fields wasn't the original Ohio State recruit. Oh, Joe Burrows was the last great quarterback from Ohio State. But they didn't know what to do with him. They didn't know what they had. But, I'm not going to put a limitation on Justin Fields because Ohio State ain't had a great quarterback in quite some time. I'm not going to put that limitation on him at all. I like him. I ain't really watched none of their games this year at all, but he got what the Lions need. He may not be Rodgers, but he got that mobility. He can run around. Arms seem to be good, and y'all forget he was a blue chipper. If he was at Georgia right now, Georgia probably would have beat Alabama. And y'all would be saying, "Oh, I love some Justin Fields. Oh my. It's Iron Man, it's Terrence Crawford, man, Terrence Howard, man." Y'all be loving him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all would love him if he was at Georgia, because he would be out there balling, and Georgia would probably be going to the national championship this year. Because Ohio State quarterback can't fuck with Georgia. The only thing Georgia missing is an elite quarterback, which they let go with Justin Fields. So, look, I don't matter what quarterback. People say Trey Lance. I ain't really never seen him play other than the one game this year. But my whole thing is, If Justin Fields is there, whatever line's picking, 5, 7, 10, and unless he have a bad combine or bad, you got to take a guy with elite skill set. He got the legs, he got the arm. He been just as good as Trevor Lawrence their whole career. But then there's some of these guys on here who act like they don't know how good Trevor. Oh, he ain't that good. Oh, Trevor. And when somebody said, I can't remember who said this, I'll put them on blast. But somebody was saying, oh, Trevor Lawrence ain't mobile. You ain't see him outrun for like 80 yards to Ohio State track team defense last year. He outran them for 80 yards. You look at the Notre Dame game, he had another athletic burst. People say he ain't going to be that good. Shit. If he ain't that good, it's going to be because Jacksonville or New York, whoever get him, didn't put him in the right situation to be great, or it's going to be because of injury. He could have came out the last 2 years and probably been the number one pick, to be honest. He got legs, he got the arm. And honestly, I think, man, if he was in Alabama, there would be way more appreciation for him than it is. Real talk, would have been way more great appreciation for him than what it is now. But he's a hell of a player, man. And it's like, be quiet. I would love to see him come to Detroit. I would trade every pick for him next year. What's so funny is the same people say, oh, Trevor Lawrence and Fields not that good. They don't have no problem with defending Stafford, who got like the worst record probably had to have a worse record than any starting quarterback that's had many starts that he had in this era. Like, this dude has like a 7-70 record versus teams above 500. You know, if his name was Devontae Johnson, y'all to be getting him up out of here. Really, man, that's what killed me. Y'all come around and, Zach ain't that good, or Trey Lance ain't that good, or, I mean, what do you know who a great quarterback? Y'all been defending Stafford for the last 4 or 5 years. If Stafford was another race, he would not be here, dude. That's a fact. So I'm not trying to hear from no dudes that's been defending Stafford for the last 2 or 3 years talking about what's a good quarterback, what's a bad. You don't know either one. The fact of the man, his record, his stats, the last few years say he ass. And they won't change that quarterback because they like Stafford. They won't change. They didn't change that left tackle because they like Jeff Backus as a person. That center, they like Dominic Raiola. No matter how many quarterbacks and how many running backs they got pummeled in the backfield, how many quarterbacks they got hurt, Jeff Backus and Dominic Raiola was a white privilege pass. Until this organization stop operating like a mom and pop shop, then you're going to keep getting the same results. Honestly, you're going to keep getting the same damn results at the same damn time. Come on, man. At the same time. And that's just the honest truth. And you got to be willing to able to have changed. The Lions should have changed quarterback 6 years ago. 7 years ago, that's just the truth. You know, but if you would have gave Matthew Stafford would have put him back in the day instead of Scott Mitchell, Rodney Peete, Andre Weir, then the Lions probably would have made the championship because they had a good team around him. But right now, this is just white privilege and just buddy privilege, and it's an abomination to the proclamation of them whatever Don King be saying it is. I'm down for any change because guess what? If you picking 7, 10, 5. Now, somebody told that shit up. You picking those type, and guess what? Even number one, there's a cap. So you're not committing all this big money to Matthew Stafford, Peyton Manning, Eli Manning, Sam Bradford. You're not committing that money to them in this situation. You're not committing that money to them. So if Zach Wilson don't work out, just like the Arizona Cardinals, they got it right. They got rid of what's old boy name? Josh Rosen and got Kyler Murray. That's what this is what this new system has done. When they took the money from the players, from the rookies, and the veterans thought the NFL was getting money, the NFL took that money. The veterans was jealous that the rookies was getting so much money. Shut up. They was jealous that the rookies was getting so much money. They was like, the NFL, the rookies getting too much money. Put a cap. NFL said, you know what? We're going to get the money back to the veterans. Did the NFL get the money back to the veterans? Nope. They didn't get the money back to the veterans. You gotta watch people. They didn't get the money back to the veterans. And what the NFL did, shut up. What the NFL did was pocket the money. And a lot of people don't know that. They said they was gonna take the money and give it back to the veterans and put it back into the veterans, and they didn't do that. Shut up. Man, my mom, how she crying. He know about to go see Sapato. I see why them people put muzzles on dogs. I'm against putting muzzles on dogs. But man, it been a couple of times that I've been on Amazon, I've been at the pet store, I'm like, man, I should get this dude a muzzle. Because you can't leave him in the car for 1 second. He got anxiety. He got separation anxiety bad. But, come on, man. Come on, be good for people. Look at the people. Look at the people. They looking at you. But, other than that, man, the NFL been messed up. So you can take a chance. You can do what the Redskins did. Take RG3 and take Kirk Cousins as a backup. You can do that. You're not committing too much money. But the thing with the Lions is they got rid of Sean Hill over that. They didn't bring him back over that because there was getting some clamor around the city that people wanted Sean Hill to start over Stafford. They got rid of him. That's the last great backup they had. And the Lions, they gotta stop running their organization like a mom and pop shop. Honestly, man, and that's my opinion on it, man. But let me know what you guys think. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out anytime. All my social media links in the description. Twitter's the fastest way than Facebook, Instagram. Shut up. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description. Don't forget the Pistons play tonight. Best way to donate. Share the video. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Appreciate the love, support. Y'all know what it is. One time for the one time. Motor City Sports Talk. Don't forget you can check out my other channel, Goodfellas Sports TV, right here on YouTube, and Goodfellas Sports TV 2.0 and Motor City Sports Talk 2.0. One time for the one time. We gone.